There is a Native American saying that goes, "We do not inherit Earth from our ancestors, we borrow it from our children." That really resonates with me, to use what we have on Earth responsibly and not abusing the resources that's given to them. Waste management is not glamorous, it gains no recognition, it's a lot of hard work, but it is necessary.
Growing up, I used to wonder, where does all trash go? Just because it is out of sight does not mean it has disappeared. Instead, it has ended up somewhere else. Students have a sense of the environment and climate change. They have many ideas, but they do not know where to and how to start. My role as a teacher is to help them push ahead with action.
On one hand, I see people with a buy, use and throw mentality. On the other hand, I see many low-income families with very little. Something could certainly be done to rechannel these resources properly and to reduce wastage. I thought of using technology to close this gap and to benefit the community. So back in 2018, I started Share Things, a mobile application for people to give away perfectly usable pre-loved items to those who need more.
So in the course of our lives, we unfortunately do generate quite a lot of waste. So while the additional plastic bag or straw do matter, what's more important to me is actually how we review our actions and behaviours. The environment actually doesn't have a face to it, so when it suffers, it's actually not very obvious. And when I realised this, it really got me thinking about how can we make large-scale events more sustainable. And that's why I created Green Nudge, where we work with communities, companies, including event organisers, to try and make events a lot more sustainable and proactively reduce waste before they're even generated.
Recycling is not a very popular topic. It's hard to get people to change their lifestyles and start recycling. And if we want to achieve our target of 30%, we've got to infiltrate lives. Start small. Toilet rolls are one of the easiest to recycle, made up with only one material. So in Secondary 4, I set out to collect and recycle 1,000 kg of toilet rolls. It seemed very daunting at first, but I'm happy to say that we are really close to achieving that goal now.
Climate change is a topic that can be overwhelming. We need to break it down into smaller parts and make it applicable to the community. Through helping each other out as a community, we bring in topics like energy conservation, reducing wastage, and the building of green spaces around us. It all comes back to a value system of treasuring what you have, the lifestyle you are living, and the impact it has on our future generations.
I believe that climate change is the single greatest issue that my generation is going to face. We're good at responding to immediate dangers, but we're not so good at thinking about long-term issues like climate change. When I was 14, I proposed the installation of solar panels on my school's rooftops to reduce our carbon footprint. Since then, working with a team of passionate students and my school's facilities office, we've installed 180 solar panels, but we hope to do a whole lot more.
Global warming is an existential threat. The critical question is, why aren't we all giving it our best shot? Now there's an urgent need to create more platforms for youth to come on board. After all, it is their future. Youth forums get people talking about their ideas which encourage the growth of small projects. With enough of these small grown-up initiatives, that is when things will start to change.
Travelling around the world for the past 25 years, seeing the effects of humans on the environment, I decided to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. In 2010, I embarked on a journey, together with the team in the hotel, to make our food sources more sustainable. It's a mindset of how we craft our menus to ensure that food waste is reduced and that we do not order any excess of what we actually need. Our guests are really appreciative of what we put on their plates.
Studying geography empowers me with enough knowledge about the Earth to let me understand that climate change is really not just about the planet. It's about us surviving as a human race. In 2018 and 19, I conducted a training workshop for climate change negotiations for youth, to provoke and challenge them, to raise questions, so that they can take action and do something about it.
We can be kind to other human beings. We can even be kind to animals. So why can't we be kind to the environment?
We all have a personal responsibility to protect our shared environment, because climate change does not discriminate. It will affect all of us.
And now there's some level of awareness. The next challenge to me is how do we get people to move from being just aware to being willing to take action.
Technology has the power to create big impact on environmental issues, and we could definitely do with more digital initiatives and innovation to unlock a huge potential within the community for recycling and donation drives.
People really need to believe in the cause. They must understand that no action is too small.
To many people, I may just be a student, but the large amount of support I've garnered over the years has kept me going. And once you set your mind on it, anything is possible.
As long as the sun remains burning, the Earth will continue to live. By doing something about climate change, it is actually not saving the planet, we are saving ourselves.
If you face any objections or resistance, just remember this. We're doing this for the love of the community and humanity as we know it and how we would like it to be.
Finding sustainable solutions may be harder in the beginning, but in the long term, when you find the solutions, you will create more success.
Be patient, creative, persevere. Things don't change overnight, but the fruits of labor will come.